Chuck E. Cheese finally officially responded to all of the heavy backlash they've been receiving recently from all of the Five Nights at Freddy's fans regarding their recent Halloween promotion that many consider to be straight up copying the advertising for the FNAF movie set for the end of October. The sort of war various members of the fandom started against the Chuck E. Cheese company has insane new updates, and we have more official responses to all of the ongoing drama as well. Our story begins with how bad the backlash has become recently in regards to Chuck E. Cheese's Five Nights of Fun promotion due to the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom response to the various descriptions, character copying, and similar advertisements that clue us into why so many Five Nights at Freddy's fans are upset at the promo in the first place. The original backlash started with all of the FNAF related comments that basically take up the majority of the official Chuck E. Cheese social media comment sections, despite them being heavily moderated before. Basically, Chuck E. Cheese has made it public knowledge that they didn't want anything to do with the Five Nights at Freddy's series previously, blocking all of the commenters who would post anything related to the game franchise itself, but it seems like with the influx of angry people surpassing what they were anticipating, there's simply nothing they can do to stop all of the comments. And we know the backlash doesn't stop there, as you'll soon see it was enough to get the actual company CEO involved with the whole thing. The continuation of the backlash reached new levels with the spark of a sort of war going on that various fans declared upon Chuck E. Cheese after realizing how many similarities were made to their movie and everything related to Five Nights of Fun. Essentially, various members of the FNAF fandom went around spreading as many pictures of Five Nights at Freddy's related material as they could, trying to recruit more and more people to join in on the movement, with a literal declaration of the movement gaining a decent amount of traction, leading to more people joining in. And posts suggest that this movement is in fact spreading to more Five Nights at Freddy's fans who are attempting to get back at the Chuck E. Cheese company for essentially taking advantage of the FNAF movie craze for their Halloween promotion. So obviously with all this heat on the company, much more than they were originally expecting to have to deal with, they've actually gone ahead and issued a response to all of the drama as of very recently and basically explained the company higher-ups' point of view on the whole thing. This is the important part. The CEO of the company himself commented, "Chuck E. Cheese inspiring parodies and even full-length feature films means we are still a mainstay in the cultural zeitgeist. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and we wanted in on the fun this Halloween during our annual Boo-tacular event. But of course, as with everything Chuck E. Cheese, we kept it PG and fun for the whole family. Our focus is everyday fun. This just happens to be 5 nights in a row. And the original purple guy, Mr. Munch, is super excited." So in terms of the ongoing situation, what exactly does this all mean? Well, essentially, it's concluded that the parody-style Five Nights of Fun event was Chuck E. Cheese's way of simply joining in on the hype for Halloween. As with the upcoming FNAF movie, Chuck E. Cheese also had a planned promotion that was supposed to take place already, evidenced by their reoccurring Halloween-style events we see yearly. There's specific reference of Mr. Munch thrown into the situation at the very end of the official response is in regards to the fact that this specific character is listed in the physical description for the Five Nights of Fun event as being the purple guy. The same concept that just so happens to be a main component of the FNAF universe as well. The other less child-friendly purple guy. It was part of the reason the backlash started to originally snowball, as little details like this thrown into the mix were making Five Nights at Freddy's fans wonder just how far Chuck E. Cheese was willing to take things. I'm not gonna lie, the shots fired with the ending statement there is crazy, because as fans know, the original inspiration for the FNAF games in the first place somewhat involved the popular Chuck E. Cheese animatronic mascots that were obviously well known first, formatted in a pretty identical stage format to the way we know all of our original FNAF characters to be in, pointing to the CEO essentially communicating to us that copying or simply taking inspiration in general between the two businesses does kind of go both ways regardless, in a sense. The company higher-ups claimed they wanted to get involved, but obviously not to the point where it would cause any legal issues, as we can look at all of their precautions to get to the bottom of the whole situation following what they released to the public. While yes, there was never an official partnership or collaboration between Chuck E. Cheese and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie production studio that was placed on record, everything corresponding with the Five Nights of Fun promotion falls under the category of parody, simply because they never bring up the actual name of FNAF. The message is echoed by the Chuck E. Cheese CEO himself, as well, who literally reaffirms the whole parody inspiration idea that they were going for with Five Nights of Fun. It is a well-known promotion tool Chuck E. Cheese have been shown to use in the past too, with various posters taking inspiration from popular movies. It's just they haven't done anything parody related to this extent before, which is why they expected the backlash. So essentially, in terms of a potential lawsuit between Chuck E. Cheese and Blumhouse, the fact of the matter is we know the company higher-ups at Chuck E. Cheese continue to go to pretty extensive lengths to make sure that the employees themselves don't say the actual FNAF name or do anything that could subject them to being taken down in court, which we know is evidenced by their leaked employee documents, of which they specifically can and cannot say, which includes it's a party for people who like that movie or for adults who want to enjoy Chuck E. Cheese without the kids. So I guess it's pretty limiting in terms of direct references. So we know most likely the Chuck E. Cheese company is free to do everything they've been doing in regards to their marketing and design of their Five Nights of Fun Halloween promotion, to finally wrap up all of the hate and issues Five Nights of Fun has sparked up. But outside all of the controversy surrounding Chuck E. Cheese's recent events, there just so happens to be another huge controversy that popped up right alongside it. And when you know, it's not looking great. Basically, Chuck E. Cheese made the list alongside a group of other popular related businesses as one of the companies involved with labor trafficking. They were caught exploiting some of their employees that work at some of the third-party Chuck E. Cheese locations. An assistant manager at Chuck E. Cheese in the Persian Gulf recently confirmed abuse to workers in the form of confiscating their passports and even limiting their freedom to leaving their jobs. They went on to say that this specific business practice was done in an attempt to ensure that their hired employees were unable to run away and work for other companies, as a sort of coercion tactic. Following the release of this huge news break, Chuck E. Cheese again had to respond to the controversy, having so much to deal with recently, with a statement regarding the issue. We take matters concerning the fair treatment of team members, whether they work directly for Chuck E. Cheese or are third-party operators, as in this case, very seriously. We hold all of our partners to the highest level of operational excellence for our team members and our guests. Essentially, they claim to be always holding all partners accountable, as they've been doing check-ins to these locations in the past to try and ensure all licensed places meet reasonable enough standards set by Chuck E. Cheese. But that's when we get to essentially the most important factor of this entire situation in the first place. The truth behind all of the recent corruption within the Chuck E. Cheese company going on, that all stems from something no one is talking about. We know there have been shady business practices and other decisions from the company higher-ups thrown into the mix that, as well as the recent Five Nights of Fun promo, have garnered backlash. There's even more to the story here you're gonna need to know about regarding the issues, as the whole situation was broken down into the main revealed important aspect in this video right here.